This week, BNP Paribas beat forecast with its second quarter numbers earlier this morning. The stock best performing blue chip actually in Europe, up 3.8% at the moment. Stéphane is in Paris. He's been speaking to Baudoin Prot and joins us with some of the details.
Yes, good morning, Ross. You know, the global sentiment here in Paris is that BNP Paribas really set the tone for the earnings in the banking sector in France, because the numbers in the second quarter were driven by the retail banking activity, which managed to offset the decline in investment banking. The CEO of BNP Paribas, Baudoin Prot, believes that the third quarter would be actually better than the second quarter, where the market conditions were really tough, and also is confident about the global economy. To make it short, Baudoin Prot doesn't believe in a scenario of a double dip recession in Europe.
I hope that we've seen some easing of that in the next few weeks, and especially in the last few days after the stress test, European stress test results came out. We've seen, for example, the BNP Paribas CDS go down from 115 basis points to 85 basis points in a matter of days. So I think things have been improving, and I would hope that this would help us in having a third quarter overall better in terms of market environment than the second quarter.
And on several occasions, Baudoin Prot also expressed some concerns about the Basel III new regulatory system, which he believes could harm the French banking sector. So obviously, he was really relieved by the latest development coming from the Basel Committee.
I think all the changes that were brought to the package as compared to the package of December of last year was that some of the flawed measures that was misconceived, of some of the measures that was miscalibrated, were corrected. So I see it as a work in progress, and it's just a better, it's not watered down, it's just better, and I think more rational. So and in that sense, I think that there's still significant work to be done.
And we've got more French banks reporting this week. Société Générale on Wednesday, Natixis on Thursday, and Dexia on Friday. And as I said before, because the retail banking activity was driving the quarter on BNP Paribas, it looks like the market is really confident for the earnings to come later on the agenda this week, Ross.
Yeah, that's the point I want to pick up on, Stéphane, because undoubtedly all the banks this week in Europe are going to do better, like BNP Paribas, on their loan loss provisions. But then we have to take that away and then decide how are they performing fundamentally.
Well, that's the thing, really, because the French banks have what we call a universal banking system. They have a strong retail banking activity, which was really strong when the market activity was under pressure last year. That was the case, but it seems to be the case again for the first half of this year. So because Société Générale also has a strong retail banking activity, because also it's the same situation for Dexia, that's the reason why I said that BNP set the tone for the earnings season in the banking sector in France. So definitely it looks like we are much more confident after that publication from BNP Paribas.
Okay, Stéphane, thanks very much indeed for that. Enzi, what's your own feeling on